Good day everyone. For today we are going to bake butter cake, but it is not the typical butter cake. I have to do some modifications on that. I will be preparing marble butter cake. Okay, but then again, if you would like to have the basic butter cake, then you can very well do so. Just have to remove later the cocoa powder. As we go along, I will be explaining it to you. But first, what we need to do is, of course, to sift the flour. And this is a 2 cups of flour. And to this, I will now be adding the baking powder and the baking soda. Okay. You can sift this once or you can sift this twice. After this, we have to set this aside. Okay, so now we proceed to the creaming of the butter and the sugar. Now this is 1 cup or 1 bar of butter. I suggest that you use real butter, not the substitute butter, and a good brand of butter because flavor matters a lot. Now this is 1 cup of caster sugar. So just have to cream this. Now scrape the sides from time to time. Now creaming this would take about 10 to 15 minutes until it becomes very light in color. But it's important for you to do to scrape the sides from time to time. Just continue creaming this for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is now how it would look like after 15 minutes of creaming. It is now very light in color. To this, we will now be adding the 4 eggs, but one at a time, beating well after each addition. So this is now the first egg. Now we add the second egg. Now we will be adding the vanilla extract. So now we will be adding now the all-purpose flour, the sifted all-purpose flour and the milk. What we do now is that we have to do this alternately, starting off with the flour and then to be followed by the milk, then flour and milk. What is important is that you are to start and end with flour, but only a little at a time. Okay? So we add now the all-purpose flour. And then at low speed. Then we'll add a little of the milk. Okay, now that it's done, this is how it would look like. If you would like to have the typical and the regular butter cake, then you could just transfer this into a prepared pan and bake this at 320 degrees oven for about 40 to 50 minutes. But since I will be making a marble cake, I will be dividing this into two. Okay? One that will be called as the vanilla and the other that will be called as the chocolate. Okay? So I'll divide this. Okay, now, this will now be called as, these are the two bowls. Now, this would be for the chocolate butter and this would be for the vanilla butter. Now, for the chocolate butter, what we do is to add the 1 tablespoon of chocolate or cocoa powder. These are now the two butters for the vanilla and the chocolate. But if you would like to have a stronger chocolate taste, then what you do is that you, instead of adding 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, then you add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. It will be all up to you. But the maximum is only up to 2 tablespoons. But I prefer it to be light chocolate taste only. Personally, I would like it to be light chocolate taste only. But you could do as much as 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So what I have here is a prepared cake pan. This is a round cake pan. I had greased this and then lined this, but the lining is only the bottom. Lining, greased and lined, but only the bottom has to be lined. And what we do now is we add this to a butter mixture, a tablespoon at a time. So we start to assemble. We start first with the pouring of the chocolate butter, then to be followed by a tablespoonful of the vanilla. Alternately, chocolate, vanilla, again, chocolate. Let me make a pattern. Okay, so this is how it would look like, and then this is now ready for baking at 320 degrees oven for 40 to 50 minutes.